Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw, and tonight we are kicking ourselves off with Austin Theory teaming up with his insurance policy, that being Bronson Reed, to take on Kevin Owens, the $1 Million Champion, and Mr. Money in the Bank, Drew McIntyre. So last week here on Monday Night Raw, we had a really good show, and we had both Austin Theory taking on Kevin Owens. Both of them were in action against each other. Kevin Owens beat Austin Theory, but Bronson Reed would ultimately destroy Kevin Owens after the matchup. And ultimately, it was decided that Austin Theory and Bronson Reed would be in a good, I would say a hard-hitting tag team match, that being obviously what we're going to see right now between Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens. And with that being said, though, Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre have a huge $1 Million Championship matchup just in 3 weeks' time. So I'm very curious to see. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, can they coexist?" Yeah, I don't have any doubt in mind that from now all the way to Clash of the Castle that they can get that handled whatsoever. But when you got these jackasses like Austin Theory and Bronson Reed, it's very, very different. With what Austin Theory and Bronson Reed have been on a tear as of late in these last couple of months, it's been very scary, especially when you have a man like Bronson Reed that only cares about absolute chaos and destruction, and he's only been that with Austin Theory. He's known as the insurance policy for Austin Theory, so it seems like as long as Austin Theory is paying Bronson Reed, they could just continue to climb up the rankings here on Monday Night Raw. And for Austin Theory, he's going to be in a fatal four-way match for the United States Championship coming up in just 3 weeks' time, as it's going to be Austin Theory, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, and Gunther in that big-time United States Championship matchup there. But there may be a title change from now to then, because tonight in your main event, it is Seth frickin' Rollins defending his United States Championship over the very dominant Gunther later on tonight. As now there is your $1 Million Champion, Kevin Owens. And for Kevin Owens, he has had Gunther's number for a very long time. And it's one of those surprising facts when you watch it back here in the series, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Owens is the one that's been able to actually figure him out. Not only with the 2 wins as of late over Gunther, but they're I believe they're on, was it NXT or, a while back, even beforehand, Kevin Owens actually beat Gunther, formerly known as Walter at that time. So Kevin Owens, the prize fighter, he's been able to somehow survive over Gunther over the months. So when you think about Kevin Owens, this man is not afraid of a fight, especially when Gunther and Kevin Owens had that Iron Man match recently at Cyber Sunday pay-per-view. Kevin Owens won, I believe it was 11-5 in an Iron Man match, and then would eventually lose his $1 Million Championship in the main event to this man right here, Drew McIntyre. But on the next side, Kevin Owens would get that back by hitting a stunner on Gunther. And, well, from now all the way to then, right now, we have Kevin Owens still your $1 Million Champion. But we'll see how Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens fare tonight, as they are a tag team here live tonight in the sold-out capacity crowd. It's going to be a great night ahead of us. A lot of big-time action, including a first-time ever matchup between the Icon Sting and the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. One dangerous superstar. He's your Universal Champion. And we'll see if that Universal Championship will be up for grabs still at Clash of the Castle between Big E and Bray Wyatt. But let's go ahead and get ready for your tag team match, your opening bout. Referee rings that bell. Here we go. And last week here we saw Austin Theory lose to Kevin Owens, like we mentioned. So we'll see how what the mindset is for Austin Theory. Yes, he lost, but Bronson Reed was able to decimate Kevin Owens. So the question is, is either man 100%? Is Kevin Owens 100% after that devastating beatdown from from Bronson Reed. I guess we'll kind of, in the early on in the moments, we'll be able to kind of tell, like, okay, hey, this is vintage Kevin Owens. Or like, oh, hey, you know, he's having some issues. You can tell he's kind of slowing down when he's normally flying around here. And also later on tonight, Trish Stratus and Lita, the ones that came out here and accepted the challenge from Carmella and Zelina Vega, the women's tag team champions. They will be here tonight. And also Queen Zelina Vega and Carmella will be in tag team action as they take on Damage Control's Io Sky, as well as Dakota Kai later on tonight in a non-title matchup. As I believe Bronson Reed busted open early on in this matchup. That's a big cut on the forehead there, but like I mentioned, big time women's tag team matchup there. Former women's tag team champions going at it there. Plus more action later on in the night, as well as we got the finals of the #1 contenders tournament, as you're going to see the way Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis team up against the Maximum Male Models, Mace and Mansoor, later on tonight. And we'll also hear from Dominik Mysterio after a shocking betrayal as he attacked his dad last week, laying him in a heap of his own blood, his own carcass there, which is very unfortunate to see. And it's not something I'd ever expect. I wanted to kind of see the Mysterios become tag team champions either for Raw or SmackDown or whatever brand it happened to be, especially here on Monday Night Raw. Now that's where their brand's at. But, you know, unfortunately we didn't get that. And I'm sure we'll definitely get the reasons why Dominik decided to do what he did last week here live on Monday Night Raw. As well as your #1 contender to the Raw Women's Championship, she'll be in action, Alexa Bliss. She gets to take on Indi Hartwell tonight, but she challenges for the Raw Women's Championship that is currently being held by Bianca Belair in 3 weeks' time at the Clash at the Castle pay-per-view. So there's a lot of big-time matches coming your way, not just on the Raw side, but the SmackDown side. So matches were announced in the last Friday night SmackDown. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. That's going to be one hell of a bout coming your way at Clash at the Castle. Then you got Judgment Day taking on the Hurt Business. That is going to be one hell of a 6-man tag. Then you got the WWE Championship on the line, Cody Rhodes and Apollo Crews. This will be Cody Rhodes' first WWE Championship defense ever since winning his 4th WWE Championship. As Kevin Owens gets tagged to Drew McIntyre. McIntyre trying to get a tag, or I should say, try to get the crowd behind him. Austin Theory, all day Austin Theory, able to be a little bit faster in the exchange. Is now Drew McIntyre all fired up. And we were able to actually talk to Drew McIntyre earlier on tonight, trying to get to see, you know, how his head is with him challenging Kevin Owens for the $1 Million Championship. And he's, from what Drew McIntyre is saying, he's feeling the best he's ever had, doing great as as a former $1 Million champion and former King of the Ring and all this other stuff. But he feels like, you know, he has a good chance. He has all the respect in the world for Kevin Owens, but all that respect will be thrown out the window. And he knows it's going to be the same for Kevin Owens, that all the respect will be thrown out the window. Pinfall attempt here from Bronson Reed. Big, strong kick out from McIntyre. And not every feud you're ever going to see here in WWE, it's going to be, you know, blood and guts against each other. There's going to be times where, you know, there's respect. And between both men, it doesn't have to have animosity or anything. It's a Glasgow kiss there to Austin Theory. Pinfall attempt. Will this be enough? No. Strong kick out from Mr. Theory. How much more is then left in the tank here? Claymore! Claymore there to Austin Theory. Is that going to be enough? 2. Actually close to a 2. 1.5. Bronson Reed, the big man, able to break it up and save Austin Theory. That's what Bronson Reed is there for. He's that insurance policy to try to do everything in his power to make sure Austin Theory wins and carries his career. Look at Owens right there telling Drew McIntyre it's time to finish this here. But Austin Theory, just like that, changing up the trajectory of this match. There's a lot of big-time matches at Clash at the Castle that I'm honestly thinking that could definitely show the show, that being that Fatal 4-Way United States Championship matchup. whoever the champion is heading into that matchup is going to be in for one hell of a ride. Seth Rollins tonight defends against Gunther tonight for the United States Championship. Very curious to see how that's honestly going to be faring, because, you know, it's how Gunther has been as of late, man. He has been very dominant. AJ Styles was dominated last week by Gunther, put him through a table. Gunther put AJ Styles through a table. And it's been one crazy thing from Gunther after another. And from what we understand, Gunther went and talked to the Raw general manager, that being Shawn Michaels. And so, wait a minute, Bronson Reed, look at the strength and power of Mr. Reed right there, powerbombing McIntyre. And, you know, the whole GM thing has been kind of a back and forth thing. Shawn Michaels just returning back to being the Raw general manager after there for a month or so. Shawn Michaels was overtaken by Shane McMahon with the new regime and everything, and then all of a sudden we were told Shane McMahon was not going to be here on Raw anymore, and Shawn Michaels was taken back as the Raw general manager. And now Shane, he came back last week saying, hey, what the hell's going on? And Shawn Michaels is claiming he does not know anything about it. That's something between Shane and the game Triple H. So we'll see if we get any more answers to that later on tonight. As Drew McIntyre spearing Bronson Reed at the outside. It seemed like all these superstars are definitely having cuts on their faces. McIntyre telling Theory to get himself back in the ring as he connects with a huge clothesline there to Austin. This is a good back and forth matchup to open up Monday Night Raw. A lot of back and forth. As now McIntyre going to go for the pinfall attempt. Will this be enough? Ooh, strong kick out. Austin Theory is not going to go down without a fight. As beautiful drop kick to the side of the skull. Theory probably does not know where he's at. And I would love to say it couldn't happen to a better man, but, you know, that's Austin Theory for you guys. Strong kick out from McIntyre. Not going to allow Theory to beat him with that pinfall attempt. And one day Theory's going to be champion. Will it be in 3 weeks' time at the Clash at the Castle pay-per-view? Or will he have to wait a little bit longer? It's one of those things with the help of the big man Bronson Reed. I think he can definitely get there. But with everything going on, I don't know. There's so many things that have to be taken in place. Austin Theory's going to have to worry about 3 other superstars in that matchup. It's going to be all over the place. As Kevin Owens going to work here on Bronson Reed. Brutal DDT to Bronson Reed right on that open cut there. Bronson Reed. Owens looking to put away the big man. Uh-oh. Oh, look at Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens. Brutal neck breaker. And now Owens looking to go high risk here. This could be bad. Owens. Oh, Swanton bomb. Could that be enough? But Owens deciding not to go for the pinfall. He's going to let McIntyre finish this up here. And McIntyre just letting the universe know that the end is near for Bronson Reed. But I think they were just taking too much time to go for the pinfall. Will that be enough? No. See? That was easily, 5-10 seconds there that they wasted, where they could have easily probably gotten that 3 count. But I guess they want to do some more damage. Went for the glass cow. Bronson Reed wasn't going to allow that to happen. As now both men going to war with those chops back and forth. And look at that. The power, the strength of Drew McIntyre. As Drew just showing off just how powerful he is, man. Continues to impress every single week, ladies and gentlemen. Do not ask for a better person in the locker room than Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre. McIntyre is going to be a world champion again. How soon is that going to be? Wait a minute, Kevin Owens. Oh, this ain't good for Reed. Back suplex on the hardest part of the ring. That surely is not going to be feeling too good for the big man. How much more can Bronson Reed take as Kevin Owens talking his trash to Bronson Reed, telling him this is the end. Owens looking to go high risk. Bronson Reed doesn't know where he's at. Here we go. Big flying shoulder tackle. Spearing him in half. Pinfall opportunity. 2, 3 it is. Austin Theory didn't get there in fast enough. And just like that, Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre pick up a big win tonight. as they will be facing each other just in 3 weeks' time. A lot of back and forth action tonight. So, oh, look at this. This back body drop takes down Kevin Owens at that time. That's continued just back and forth, but look at that. That just taken off the head of Bronson Reed there, ladies and gentlemen. And I think if Theory gets there a little bit sooner, I believe this is game over. Or at least it keeps the game going a little bit further. But big win from McIntyre and Kevin Owens. They are celebrating tonight, but will this be the same scene? We have to have a winner at Clash at the Castle. Who walks out? The $1 Million Champion. It's the hostility, you can feel it. It's the finals. And wait a minute. Mason Mansoor coming after Gargano and Dexter Lumis. It's all for that #1 contenders opportunity. Mace taking down Gargano and Mansoor taking out Dexter Lumis. Match has not started. The superstars have to get in the ring, but big question is here. Is Gargano and Lumis of the way going to be 100% now? Both teams took some damage there early on, but with Mason Mansoor taking out Gargano and Lumis here early, big question is, we'll see how long Lumis and Gargano can fare into this matchup as it goes longer into the night. Obviously, Gargano has to be in the ring for this match to start. Lumis taken out, and now referee ringing the bell. This could be a early opportunity. This could be another upset in the making. Last week it was Ray and Dominik Mysterio, and this week it could be over the former Raw Tag Team Champions, or at least the former Raw Tag Team Champion, former WWE Champion, and Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis. But for a man like Johnny Gargano, he's fought it all. He's dealt with it all here in NXT and on Monday Night Raw. It's a brutal choke slam there to Johnny Gargano, but a strong kick out. Gargano is going to go down with the fight. He's going to fight. He's Johnny frickin' wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. So this is not good for Gargano as he's just thrown right into the ropes. And look at Mace just rubbing it in all of our faces here tonight. This is not good. And let's hopefully Dexter Lumis can change up the trajectory of this match as he tosses him out to the outside area. More back and forth action here. This is all to become the #1 contender, ladies and gentlemen, to go on to face the Raw Tag Team Champions Imperium at Clash at the Castle. We have not seen Imperium these last couple weeks, last week or so far tonight. Doesn't mean they won't show up tonight, but you know, they don't need to. I mean, they've been very dominant as Raw Tag Team Champions, so we'll see how they fare against either the Maximum Male Models and The Way.
What are you guys thinking? Obviously not about the rest of the call.
It's Gargano maybe going to try to get Mace to get in the ring. No! Neck breaker. Maybe he could get a count-out victory. A count-out still counts, right? As back in the ring we go. Gargano wanting to inflict more damage to Mace and Mansoor here after what we saw just moments ago. If you guys are just tuning in right now, hold on to the pinfall attempt. Here we go. One. Big strong kick out from Mace, but like I said, if you're just tuning in now, Gargano and Dexter Lumis were making their way down to the ring, and Mace and Mansoor, who were already out here, came out of the ring and attacked them. So we'll see how it fares as I think Gargano got the tag. From what it looks like, the referee is counting and looking at Gargano, so I think Gargano did get the tag, but Mansoor had the perfect timing. Wanted to go for a moonsault to Gargano, but missed wildly. He was very close, but Gargano moving out of the way. So we'll see how much damage will be done to those ribs there. Mansoor with a snap back suplex, but Gargano able to easily get out of that. And for a relatively new tag team, Mansoor and Mace looked really well last week against the veteran Rey Mysterio and his son Dominik, leading to eventually Dominik Mysterio to turn his back on his dad and shockingly beat him down after the matchup. So a lot of things have been very unexpected, and that was definitely one of them, as a back body drop takes down Gargano. Gargano's in trouble right now. Mace and Mansoor are looking really good. Going for a clubbing punch to the ribs there, but Gargano, both men going back and forth here. That's what you gotta love. Last week's matchup was really good. It honestly could have gone either way. But eventually, Mace and Mansoor, the Maximum Male Models, walked out with a victory. Pinfall attempt. Will this be enough? But a Gargano again with a strong kick out. Oh, wait a minute. Gargano. Gonna go for, ooh, vicious knee there. As Mace gonna go after Dexter Lumis. Probably not the the one guy I would pick to go after, but it is what it is. Oh, wait a minute. Johnny Gargano. Both men kind of overshot what they were trying to do. And Mace with a spine buster there to Gargano. Lumis is out. Gargano barely up to his feet. Perfect opportunity for the Maximum Male Models to get something going. Uh-oh. Mace. Oh my goodness, what a power slam. Doesn't realize Gargano's behind him though. I don't know why he's focusing on Lumis. Uh-oh. Roll through. Oh, kick to the chest. But there for maybe a second he might try to go for a kick to the head. Strong kick out though from Mace as they continue to go back and forth here, ladies and gentlemen. Still plenty more to happen tonight, including #1 contender Alexa Bliss. She is in action, as well as a big-time United States Championship match is still to come. And actually, coming up next here, we are going to be hearing from Dominik Mysterio about his actions last week against his dad, Rey Mysterio. There's that Lumis big punch there to Mansoor. Uh-oh. If you're Mansoor, you do not want to be in this spot. This is not going to be good. Oh my goodness. Devastating back suplex, and now Lumis wants himself some Mace. But now Mace with a clothesline, turning down any momentum that Lumis had there just for the mere moment. Oh, big punch there from Mace. Mace to the face. Oh, and right to the steel steps as well. Both men need to get back inside the ring there. Referee now at a 5, about halfway to a countout. So it's just talking some major trash here to Mace. They're back and forth slowly walking back to the ring. That's how crazy Dexter Lumis is. And now Mace talking some major trash to Mace. Or Mace talking some trash to Dexter Lumis, pardon me. And now Lumis going to drag him a little bit closer to his corner. There you go for a pinfall. Yes, he is. Could that be enough to put away Mace? 2. Strong kick out again. A lot of back and forth action, ladies and gentlemen. You'd love to see it in these tag team matches where they just put it all on the line. As Dexter Lumis, oh, that's almost like a Uranagi slam. Will Mace have to tap out now? Trying to suffocate Mace. But just like that, Mansoor breaks it up. Question is how much more damage needs to happen. Oh, but a big boot there from Mace. Both men know how big this match is. Here we go with the tag. Uh-oh. Mansoor gonna go out, get thrown, and shoulder tackle, turning Dexter Lumis inside out. Are the way in trouble? Are the Maximum Male Models gonna go on to victory here? Oh, wait a minute. Another side slam into another. A little big submission hold here. Is it time to pass out for Mansoor? Middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Mace isn't there to break it up. He's there in the corner, but he's letting Mace is letting Mansoor fight through this. Can he, though? Mansoor's trying to. Even the smallest attacks to the head are helping. And he breaks it up. Oh, big kicks and punches. And now Mansoor takes down Lumis. The longer this match goes, it gets more and more devastating. As, oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, what a kick. To the side of the skull, now Mansoor. Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? No. This is all for the opportunity to face Imperium for those Raw Tag Team Championships in 3 weeks' time. We saw this last week. Reverse 1916 into almost like a different side of a crossroads there. First time ever I've really seen that last week. Beautiful maneuver. Mansoor's on fire. If this was a singles matchup, I think Mansoor would probably win. But thankfully for Dexter Lumis, this is a tag team matchup. Gargano hasn't been in this matchup for honestly too long. Dexter Lumis is a man that's been taking a lot of damage. Loomis needs to get a tag to Gargano, I believe. Gargano may be the best hope for them to win this matchup at this very moment. I don't know. Mace. Mace looking to put away Dexter Loomis here. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this. We saw this earlier. Big time maneuver. But just like that, Gargano saving his tag team partner. Gargano desperately wants those Raw Tag Team Championship opportunities. As Mace turns him inside out with a spear. And look at Mace. He's not going for the pinfall. He's going to get his tag team partner Mansoor in the ring. Question is, Mansoor going to go for he's not going to go for the pinfall. Guess he's going to decide to maybe do some more damage. I don't blame him with how dangerous Dexter Loomis is. It's all Mansoor. No, Mansoor with a stunner. Stunner to from Mansoor to Johnny Gargano. And now Loomis with a clothesline. Oh no, now Loomis has his sights on Mansoor. Look at Dexter Loomis. He's just taking his time. He's just prowling around. This is not what you wanted. And now, oh, Dexter Loomis catching him off guard here. Could be a perfect opportunity. Maybe get a surprise pinfall attempt out of Mansoor. Off that top rope. Big clutch suplex there. And now Loomis. Here comes Johnny wrestling. Johnny Gargano is in the fray here. But a big clothesline. Just like that, changing up the momentum. It's a lot of back and forth in this matchup. It's not been completely one-sided. There's been times in the matchup where you've been thinking, be like, oh hey, this superstar may very well need need some help here, but it's honestly been quite even to an extent. Maybe, I guess you could say maybe a little bit favored towards the maximum male models. As look at this Mission Yuku driver taking down Johnny Wrestling. Johnny Wrestling's in trouble. Pinfall attempt. A strong kick out from Gargano again. I mean, Gargano has taken some damage in this matchup, but maybe not as much as Loomis, I suppose. It seems like tonight's a lot of tag team wrestling, which you gotta love to an extent. Especially our opening bout with Austin Theory and Bronson Reed taking on Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre. Team of Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre picking up a win over Theory and Bronson Reed. We'll see how it goes in the near future. Uh-oh. Gargano. Oh no, Mace moved out the way, and Gargano's going to get himself some Mace here. Oh my goodness, and Mace is busted open. Mansoor with a brutal maneuver. Taking down Dexter Loomis, and now Mansoor. Oh no, big reversal from Gargano. Gargano saw what he did. What Mansoor did to Dexter Loomis. Oh, this matchup is breaking down. Thankfully, this referee knows what's going on. Not going to kind of end it with any, outside mishaps or anything like that, thankfully, so far. There's now Gargano. Mission UQ driver of sorts. Taking down Mansoor. Pinfall. One. Ooh, strong kick out. For Gargano, a super kick, a Gargano lock of sorts would probably definitely help out at this very moment. Anything would help out. Dexter Loomis has definitely hit some big time maneuvers. Nothing just yet for Gargano. And soon as I say that, Gargano locked the Mansoor. Will Mansoor have to tap? Mansoor! No, Mace is right there to break it up, saving his tag team partner. Now Gargano, just these big shots to the head. Don't take too many of those, it may be game over. Now, what does Gargano have to do to put away Mansoor? There's Dexter Loomis helping out Gargano, but still not enough. And we saw this earlier on the matchup, like a karate kick right to the dome. Gargano's down and out. Mansoor might be looking for a tag. And here comes Mace. Yeah, this match is, you could literally say this could be either way at this very moment. And now Gargano hit with a power maneuver. Is that it? Dexter Loomis right there to break it up. Man, what a tag team match. Finals of the #1 Contenders Tag Team Tournament. Loomis, Gargano, and Mace and Mansoor. Originally it was the Mysterios versus the OC. Gallows and Anderson will not be here for a little bit, unfortunately. So having them to get replaced. Oh no, oh my, oh, Gargano. Gargano with a perfect block and a clothesline. Now Gargano waiting for Mace to finally get up to his feet. Here we go, off the ropes. Roll through. Kick to the chest. Ooh. That is definitely going to be feeling pretty good. Pinfall opportunity. Is this it? No, strong kick out again. Pinfall after pinfall. Attempt after attempt. Now Gargano getting the face of Mansoor. Now Loomis. They go after Mace there, tossing him in the ring. Opportunity for the way to put them away. As Frankensteiner. Surely, I was gonna say that surely would have been it, but Mace was trying to get up to his feet. That would have been pure adrenaline from Mace, honestly. As now into the corner we go. Uh-oh. We've seen this before. The missile into the second turnbuckle. Surely that has to be it. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3 it is. And that is official. The Way are taking on Imperium for the Raw Tag Team Championships. What a tag team bout, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams putting it on the line multiple times in this matchup. You definitely could have said it could have been the other way. The Maximum Male Models could have been next in line, but not tonight. Gargano fought hard, Loomis fought hard, and right here, the ending of the match, that missile dart right into that second turnbuckle, and it was all she wrote. Dexter Loomis, Johnny Gargano are heading to the Clash at the Castle. Do the Way have an opportunity? Can they find their way against Imperium for those Raw Tag Team Championships? We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and here comes Dominik Mysterio, the man that shockingly betrayed and beat down his dad after last week's matchup. And look at Dominik Mysterio acting like nothing even happened, rubbing it in the face of everyone here tonight. Dominik Mysterio, a man that he was growing. He's definitely growing on me. I think there was definitely potential. Yes, they lost to the Maximum Male Models, and I think there was an opportunity for them to grow, honestly. You know, they were just so close. You know, they were last week's semifinals. Yes, they were supposed to take on the OC. The OC weren't able to be there. Yada, yada, yada. But there's, you know, there's veteran tag teams that can definitely work with that. And they were just so close at times with winning it. But the Maximum Male Models were way better in that matchup. And they could have been in tonight's, you know, that finals matchup where we saw the Way defeat the Maximum Male Models. But we all know what happened. Dominik Mysterio beating down his dad. And we'll see what Dominik has to say about his actions. I don't know what's going through his head. But I guess we'll find out here next. Ever since last week's Monday Night Raw, all I could hear is, why, Dominik? Why would you ever do such a thing to a man like Rey Mysterio, a man that's raised you ever since you were a baby? Why would you ever do that to your father? You would never want to lay your hands on your father. Do I owe you an answer? Hell no, I don't. The reason I did what I did to my father, Rey, is because it's simple. He was a deadbeat dad. It didn't matter on Raw or SmackDown. He wasn't leading anymore. He's not a leader. He was supposed to lead me to the promised land, but he never did. He was supposed to take me under his wing, and he was supposed to lead us to championships. Didn't do it on SmackDown, and certainly has not done it on Raw. And last week was the tipping point. We lost to two wannabe Brazongo superstars, Mace and Mansoor. Two guys you'd probably see at your local strip club right down the road. We should have won that match, and we didn't. But then when we were on that stage, we were kind of, you know, we were happy, content with where we were at, trying to keep the crowd saying, hey, we're going to be coming back, don't worry. I don't take kind to losing, and Rey should definitely know that. But us pandering in the crowd, that ended last week. And then I ended Rey Mysterio last week. I ended my dad. And it's something I've ever wanted to do? No. But it happened. Growing up, having your father not going to your soccer games, not going to any of your athletic events, mainly focusing on WWE, it was a big shame. And it all came to a head last Monday night. Do I regret doing that to my father? Hitting multiple DDTs on that ramp up there on the stage? Hell no, I don't. This is a new era of Dominik Mysterio. And one thing, Dad, something I've always wanted to say, I wish Eddie was my father. Now, there is a lot of bad things I have heard in my lifetime, but from what we just heard from Dominik, that is absolutely horrendous. And especially that last line saying that he wishes Eddie was his father. That's absolutely just terrible. Because if you guys remember correctly, it was at SummerSlam, I don't remember what year, I think I want to say 2005, it was the custody of Dominik Mysterio. And we all know how that went. Rey Mysterio won due to Vicky Guerrero helping out Rey. But just for what happened, you hate for that to happen, ladies and gentlemen, but it's I have a feeling that's just going to continue to happen. As here comes Bayley and Damage Control. This week it's a non-title matchup. Damage Control losing their women's tag team championships, and we're actually able to get some word with Bayley earlier on tonight, I should say, about the state of Damage Control and them losing their women's tag team championships, and they clearly said, hey, we should have walked out with the women's tag team championships. We didn't. But also, with what they said about not getting another opportunity, that we've already got a bunch of opportunities, that was absolute horse crap. And they plan on staying in contention for those women's tag team championships. Io Shirai and Dakota Kai just are two of the best in this tag team division, and with the addition of Lita and Trish Stratus continuing to add more and more momentum, and they're actually Queen Zelina Vega and Carmella, they are defending their women's tag team championships up against Lita and Trish coming up in 3 weeks' time. So this is going to be very interesting to see how that's going to go. As the women make their way down to the ring, Lita and Trish saying they are going to be here tonight. I don't know what capacity they're going to be in, if they're actually going to be in action. I would think if they're in action, I think our Raw General Manager Shawn Michaels would have let us know. But you know, there's always good for a good surprise here and there. But this should be a good non-title matchup. Dakota Kai, Io Shirai against Zelina Vega and Carmella. Damage Control have Queens of Zelina Vega and Carmella's number. But the question is, will that continue tonight? Not only have they beaten them in singles action, they have defeated them in tag team action. So we'll see how it fares tonight in this tag team matchup. Dakota Kai, Carmella kicking us off in this match. Referee signaling, here we go, as referee taken out here early. So that Carmella and Dakota Kai want to take some matching lessons here with them both wearing pink. Carmella's outfit like more of like a pink, brown, blackish, and then you got Dakota Kai with kind of more of a dark, or more of a pink and black attire. Kind of very similar in ways, but nonetheless, even Carmella having that pink hair, same with Dakota Kai. So they're both wearing pink for tonight's Monday Night Raw. But later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, big time main event. Gunther challenges for the United States Championship, and that being Seth Rollins. They have a huge time fatal 4-way matchup coming up in just 3 weeks' time, wherein Gunther will be taking on AJ Styles, Austin Theory, and the United States Champion Seth Rollins. But we may have a new champion tonight in your main event. It's a big question there. Is a Hurricane Rana from Io Sky. Another name change there, from going from Io Shirai to Io Sky. Relatively the same, so we do have some slip-ups. I am sorry about that. As Io Sky looking to go to work here. Bayley here at ringside, former Raw Women's Champion. Lost her championship the night after WrestleMania by losing it to Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair and Charlotte would get that opportunity next, and they would end up losing in a TLC Championship Women's matchup where Bianca Belair would climb the ladder and walk out, still the Raw Women's Champion. Now Bianca Belair will be facing Alexa Bliss for her Raw Women's Championship. Big time title defense coming her way. Is Io Sky going to get the heck out of there? She's going to tag in Dakota Kai. Both of these women really good in the middle of that ring. And look at Zelina Vega. She's all happy that she blocked that, but it's one of those moments where you got to stay on your opponent. You can't be happy you just blocked one move. You got to stay on your opponent. But that's Zelina Vega for you, ladies and gentlemen. But she is a Raw Women's, or she's a Women's Tag Team Champion for a reason. But still to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have some more tag team action. Miz and Logan Paul, the A-listers, taking on Chad Gable and Otis of Alpha Academy. Be a hell of a match there. Alexa Bliss should be taking on Indi Hartwell as Alexa Bliss gets ready for Bianca Belair. Later on tonight as well, first time ever, the Icon Sting versus Bray Wyatt. Non-title matchup. Sting looking to pick up some wins, and imagine a big win over the Universal Champion, that being Bray Wyatt. Last week here we had a Universal Championship matchup, an Extreme Rules match, where we saw Big E take on Universal Champion Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt has defeated Big E. And I'm being told right now that match will still be happening at the Clash at the Castle pay-per-view. It's going to be one hell of a matchup. Big E, for the most part, has had Bray Wyatt's number. Last week he did not in that Extreme Rules matchup, and I guarantee you that it's going to continue. Oh, look at Io Shirai going for a some kind of high-risk maneuver. Did not obviously work out in her favor. I don't know if she was trying to go backwards, but she went forward and she went to outside, and that landing did not help her out. And hopefully Carmella and Zelina Vega, they can capitalize on this. You don't want to not be able to capitalize on this, especially when your opponent's just going to take themselves out of their own equation. As Io Sky going to try to maybe get a tag here to Dakota Kai. Can she do it? Yes, she does. Here comes Dakota Kai. Can Dakota Kai get the momentum back in Damage Control's favor here? My question is now for Carmella and Queen Zelina, what type of, what does it kind of change in this matchup due to the Io Sky situation where she almost basically took herself out? Do you become more aggressive? Do you stay on the game plan? It's one of those things where you got to be very, very careful. Here we go, that tag. Here comes Zelina Vega. Big collar elbow tie up from both women. Into the corner we go. Uh-oh. Dakota Kai picking up speed. Big kick, vintage Dakota Kai. Boot to the face. Zelina Vega may be down and out. And look at this. These big boots to the face. And oh, she's not done yet. Look at this. Big boot. Carmella tried to break it up. Didn't work out in her favor. And now Dakota Kai going to tag in one half of the former Women's Tag Team Champions, Io Sky. She's also a former SmackDown Women's Champion as well. She tosses her into the corner. Ooh, nice hand, or I guess it would be a springboard or whatever you want to call it. Hand spring takedown. Uh-oh, Carmella, almost like a Bella Buster. We'll call it a Mella Buster just in this scenario. Pinfall, 2. Strong kick out there from Io Sky. What a tag team match this has been, ladies and gentlemen. A good back and forth matchup. Here we go, pinfall opportunity. Could this be enough to put her away? Strong kick out from Io. As we continue going back and forth. These tag team matches tonight have been very, very special from top to bottom. Ooh, and a big kick to the ribs, man. That's take that breath out, and especially how Carmella loves to go for submission holds there. She connected with that super kick. Is Carmella going to pick up a win for her team? Ooh, I believe Dakota Kai breaking it up, and looks like Io Sky grabbed that bottom rope as well, so I think Io Sky would have been perfectly fine there. All the momentum in the favor of Carmella and Zelina Vega. We'll see how much longer this is going to stay in their favor for. You always know how momentum always changes on the flip of a dime. It's now Queen Zelina. Gonna let Io Sky come into the ring, and now gonna get hit with a Hurricane Rana. And now for Io Sky, do you go for the tag, or do you try to put away Zelina Vega yourself? It looks like we're going to get that answer right now as Queen Zelina Vega staying on Io Sky. Back and forth we go. Both these women putting it all on the line for you guys. Into the corner we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Io Sky. We're thinking high risk, high reward. Spanish Fly from Io Sky. Holy cow. If I was Io Sky, I would have went for the pinfall, but she's going to allow Dakota Kai, her tag team partner, to pick up the scraps. Not going to go for the pinfall either. Gonna look to put her away herself, but that gave Zelina Vega too much time to get back in this matchup. And just like that, that snap suplex helps out the team of Carmella and Zelina Vega. Pinfall opportunity, but again, just an early kick out. And if this is anything that we're going to be possibly getting in 3 weeks' time for those women's tag team championships, man, this is going to be an awesome pay-per-view. A sold-out capacity crowd there in Cardiff, Wales, as Zelina Vega in pinfall situation here. 2 strong kick out there from Dakota Kai. Referee, or I should say the crowd chanting tag team wrestling, and rightfully so. They are putting on a clinic as a head scissors DDT, spiking her on her head. Zelina Vega with all the momentum. Can she keep it up? Brutal powerbomb into the pinfall. But Io Sky right there to break it up for her team. Gives Dakota Kai some time to recuperate, maybe briefly, as Carmella's down and out. Io Sky's down and out. Dakota Kai is down and out. And oh, wait a minute. Zelina Vega. Oh, goodness. This ain't good. Gonna go high risk. And a flying cross body takes out Io Sky. And now Dakota Kai. Zelina Vega going at it. Oh, big super kick. The match is breaking down, ladies and gentlemen. And now Dakota Kai gonna look to take out Carmella here. Try to stretch her out as much as possible. The 2 legal women at this moment are Queen Zelina and Dakota Kai at this very moment. How much more can these women take in this matchup? They are putting it all on the line here. If we add a 7 there, how much? Luckily, both these women getting back in the ring. Dakota Kai gonna look to get a tag, and she does. Io Sky. I think the next big time maneuver in this matchup will definitely, maybe, be able to be the final part to put away their opponent. Here we go, pinfall in the corner of Damage Control, but Io Sky right there to grab that bottom rope. I like what we heard from last week in your main event, or after the main event last week. We saw Queen Zelina Vega, Carmella come out and challenge any women's tag team that has not already challenged for the women's tag team championship, to kind of get some fresh blood. And that's when Lita and Trish Stratus would come out, and that's where they would challenge it and accept that challenge from Queen Zelina and Carmella. And that's what it's going to be in 3 weeks' time. Io Shirai, or I should say, Carmella and Zelina Vega taking on Trish and Lita for those women's tag team championships. Be very interesting to see how that goes. It's a big stomp to the midsection. That is not going to be feeling too good. And now, Io Sky, big knee strike to the face of Carmella. You hate to see that happen. And now Io Sky swinging that left leg. Maybe she may try to go for a submission hold here, just her targeting that left leg. And now Dakota Kai going to get tagged into this matchup. Can she put away Carmella? A lot of back and forth between these teams tonight. Ooh, big chop. You can see how red Dakota Kai's chest could be right now. It's bound to be beet red, as it could be like a sunburn on her chest. As Dakota Kai just getting wrenched in there right on her left arm. So even the smallest damage to any body part later on in this matchup could lead to an easy possible submission. You got to think here, as now Carmella, look at this beautiful head scissors hurricane rana, you could say. Easy takedown, and Dakota Kai, look at her doing the right thing, rolling out of the ring so that with this tag, Zelina Vega couldn't just go for an easy pinfall attempt. Dakota Kai, big reversal here. Oh, big kick. Off the ropes we go. Into a head scissors DDT. And now another tag. That's what you gotta love about these tag team matches. Frequent tags. Try to keep themselves the freshest that you can. But I think in that situation, Dakota Kai probably should have stayed on Zelina Vega, but we'll see if it's going to cost him later on, as now Zelina Vega going to throw Carmella halfway across the ring. And now Carmella looking to put away Io Sky. Oh, look at that. Big reversal from Io Sky. Kick. Oh, spinning heel kick. Spinning heel kick out of nowhere. Uh-oh. Oh, big reversal from Carmella now. Oh, both women for going for super kicks. Carmella going for another one. Both women putting it all on the line right now. And now Carmella stretching out Io Sky. Will we see a submission? Or I should say a tap out, but we did not. Both women were trying to go for anything from super kicks and everything, and they just know each other oh so well. As Carmella's practicing getting her kicks in right now on Io Sky. A little back and forth action here. Now big stomp to the chest there of Io Sky. And you know the relationship between Bayley and Carmella goes way back, especially when they fought against each other. But definitely different feelings here. As Carmella almost putting away Io Sky. And look at the frustration on Carmella. She feels like she should have been able to put away Io Sky. And at this point in the match, you would think they would be able to, but it's been too much for both teams so far. Being able to try and even put away either side at this moment. There's been a lot of damage from both sides, but just have not been able to find that last trick in the playbook to put away their opponents. And look at Io Sky trying to slow down the match as much as she can and take it to Zelina Vega. Pinfall opportunity, but a rope break is right there, and I think Carmella would have been right there to break it up in the meantime. As Carmella thrown over the top rope. Maybe Dakota Kai can do some damage to Carmella. Help out Io Sky in the process. Let's look at Zelina Vega. She's going to try and be there for her tag team partner. It is breaking down here at ringside. And thankfully for Bayley, she's getting out of the way. Right into the steel steps. That is not going to be feeling too good, as two members of Damage Control are laid out at this very moment. And look at Queen Zelina Vega. She is just eating this up right now. And now Io Sky with a beautiful suplex to Zelina Vega there. Dakota Kai still trying to recuperate at ringside here. I think the referee is at an 8 right now. Uh-oh. Oh, big spear there. And now, right, because the count gets reset now to a 1 count since Io Sky is going after Carmella. Dakota Kai going after Zelina Vega. And look at this. You definitely feel the fatigue between both women. Definitely both teams, but definitely for Io Sky and Zelina Vega. Back in the ring we go here. How much more can these women put on us here? They are putting on an absolute clinic. And now Io Sky with a big scoop slam takes down Queen Zelina. Just big boots to the face. Io Sky's trying to put it all on the line. The genius of the sky. Io Shirai. Moonsault from the top. Is that going to be enough? No, Carmella right there to break it up. Io Sky's going to focus on Zelina Vega, but just like that, giving her a split second to recuperate. Big knee. It takes out Vega for a quick second as here comes Io Sky back in the ring into a Hurricane Rana. Uh-oh, Io Sky again, going to go high risk. Genius at the Sky one more time. Beautiful moonsault. Pinfall opportunity. One. But Carmella right there to break it up again. And now Io Shirai from behind. Gonna toss Carmella out at ringside. And now it's back to being a one-on-one contest. Is Io Sky gonna try to target Carmella here once again? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Io Sky. Electric chair into a suplex. Beautiful maneuver there from Io Sky. Even if these women aren't fan favorites in the terms of what they bring to the table and how their groups are affiliated and everything like that, they sure definitely got to earn your respect in the terms of what they pulled out each and every single week here. Uh-oh. Io Shirai. Oh my goodness. Devastating backbreaker there. I think the referee was at an 8 there. Spearing Carmella to the outside. We're at a 9. Io Shirai through the middle rope. Suicide dive. Io Shirai trying to do everything in her power to not only take out Carmella, but to also take out Zelina Vega. And what a women's match this has been. A lot of back and forth. And now Zelina Vega DDT spiking Io Sky. And if this is what we're going to get in 3 weeks' time when Trish and Lita come into the fray, this is going to be very, very awesome. But the question is, does the rust factor of Lita and Trish come into play? That's a big question for me, honestly. Io Sky needs to get back in the ring, and she does at the very last second. Now from behind, Io Sky. Gonna try to put away Zelina Vega, just wrenching in on that left arm again. As here comes Io baiting her into a big kick to the skull. It's not going to be feeling too good. Going for a kick. Zelina Vega easily dodging out the way for that. And now, beautiful Hurricane Rana taking down Io Sky. And once again, we are at a stalemate. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of back and forth right now. Super kick. Oh, she ran right into that boot. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3. It is. Carmella and Zelina Vega showing Trish and Lita what they are going to be expected to deal with coming up in 3 weeks' time. What a back and forth match, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. Wow. What an absolute banger of a matchup between both of these teams. Carmella and Zelina Vega finally getting the upper hand on Damage Control. A 5-star match shown here between both of these teams. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. What a night so far here live on Monday Night Raw. Great job, Carmella and Zelina. Hell of a win tonight. There's moments where we thought you were going to lose, but as a women's tag team champions, you're living up to the hype, and we love to see it. But the one thing is, coming up in 3 weeks' time, you are no longer going to be the women's tag team champions. Myself and Trish are. I think Carmella and Zelina, I think you guys are in need of a twist of fate. Maybe a little bit of a swanton bomb to make sure that you won't even make it to Clash at the Castle. But we'll wait until 3 weeks' time. We don't want to ruin your celebration tonight here live on Raw. It would definitely be a shame, Lita. Maybe one little Trish kick to the side of the skull. Maybe show them who we really are, since we are what they call ring rust pros right now, since we haven't been in the ring since God knows over a decade. But you know what? We'll wait. We'll wait in 3 weeks' time. We have plenty of time to watch you guys struggle in your women's tag team matches. Trish celebrating over there on the left side of the screen. You can't see her. And this is Brie Bella. What in the hell? We haven't seen her in ages. Trish doesn't realize what in the hell is happening. What in the hell is Brie Bella doing here live on Raw? You gotta be kidding me. Now Brie, power bombing Trish. Or I should say Lita, right on the stage. We haven't seen Brie Bella in forever. She lays out WWE Hall of Famer Trish. Or I should say Lita. And Trish still celebrating. She hasn't realized that Lita has just been taken out by Brie. Nikki Bella is here, the twin sister of Brie. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness. The Rack Attack 2.0 there. Nikki Bella, Brie Bella taking out the team of Trish and Lita here tonight. You hate to see this, man. This is horrendous. There's one way to get back here to WWE, and for me, this is not it. That's, oh my goodness, throwing her off the stage. I mean, it's not that far down, but still, it's not going to be feeling too good. As now, the Rack Attack 2.0 again, right on the concrete. You gotta be kidding me. Welcome back, Nikki and Brie. As now we got both men in the middle of this ring, Miz and Otis. Otis was going to shake his hand. Oh, big slap by Otis. If Miz wants to disrespect Otis, then he will definitely show it back. Referee ringing the bell now, and I believe this is actually now just turned into a singles match, ladies and gentlemen. It was supposed to be scheduled. It was going to be Miz and Logan Paul taking on Otis and Chad Gable, but it seems like once again it has changed. So a perfect opportunity for Miz, the A-lister, to showcase his skills. Former European champion, former Intercontinental champion. We'll see what Otis can do in this big-time opportunity against this A-lister. And especially for Otis, to kind of just showcase his skills. He's had a huge opportunity with tag teaming with Chad Gable over this half year. Learned a lot, especially when he was in Cruise Control with when the team was Apollo Crews, Buddy Murphy, Chad Gable, and then obviously Chad Gable and Otis left. Would end up losing to Cruise Control, and then ultimately, you know, Cruise Control disbanded and everything like that. But Otis definitely is learning quite a bit from Chad Gable. I guarantee this tag team for sure will be tag team champions eventually, before WrestleMania, definitely. But just how good they are, especially Chad Gable. But just going to give Alpha Academy a chance. We'll see how it fares. And now Miz just slowly dissecting that left hand of Otis here. We'll see if get that. I think for Otis, it's one of those things right now is, yeah, Miz trying to play mind games and Otis slapped him for his disrespectfulness, but, you know, right now, Miz is making him pay for that slap right now. And Miz is keeping up the high-paced action where Otis can't start hitting those big, powerful maneuvers to get himself back in this matchup. As Miz was those big, devastating haymakers, and now Otis going to try to get himself back in this matchup, but again, Miz way too much here early on, a big knee to the midsection. Oh, look at Miz. He is just eating this up right now, and he pays for just mocking Otis there and just rubbing it in the crowd's face. That's a big reversal from Miz there. That is vintage Miz there, ladies and gentlemen. I got a big question for you guys. For Miz, do you think Miz and Logan Paul will eventually become Raw Tag Team Champions here on Monday Night Raw? As Miz with those yes kicks to the face, will that be enough? And it is. The Miz kicks to the face to Otis, and it was all she wrote. And Miz tonight picking up a big win over Otis. Look at this, these big kicks, and now a big kick to the skull. And it was all she wrote again. Just for Miz, you get another camera view. And of course, Miz is going to want you to watch the 1, the 2, and that 3. Scheduled to be a tag team match turned into a singles matchup and Miz picking up the win in the singles bout against Otis. Maybe next week we can get that tag team match. Man, I've been looking for you all day. Where you been at, Triple H? I know you're probably just trying to get back into gorilla position so you can watch Raw, but we really need to talk about this Raw general manager position. I was it for last month or so, and then all of a sudden Shawn Michaels is? What's going on? Shawn claims that he knows nothing about this, so that I should go to you about it. So I'm coming to you man to man. If I need to know the hard truth, I don't want you to lie to me. We're family. You're literally with my sister, Triple H, so tell me right now. If there's something against me, what's going on right now? Face to face, man to man. Look, Shane, I knew eventually we'd have to have this conversation, and I'm sorry that it had to come to this. Yes, you were going to be the Raw general manager. We had that all set in stone. You were over a month or so now, and then I got some news that you weren't going to be around for the longest time, so I had to make an adjustment on the fly. Shawn happened to be still in the area. He's been backstage a lot lately, so I asked him, hey, I heard Shawn's not going to be around for a good while. Can you take over? And he said yes. Straightforward, just like that. So no, Shawn didn't know about it until I talked to him about it. It wasn't supposed to be a thing this drawn out, but it seems like it's been drawn out too far. So if you want to become Raw General Manager again, you're more than welcome to, but I actually have a good idea. Shawn still wants to be Raw General Manager as well, so I have a good idea for Clash at the Castle if you're up to it, Shane. I want to give you and Shawn an equal opportunity to become the permanent Raw General Manager. So how about this? Shawn's going to pick a superstar, and you are going to pick a superstar, Shane. Those two superstars will battle at it at Clash at the Castle, and the winning superstar that represents whatever GM, the winning superstar, and that winning general manager will become the permanent GM. So if your superstar wins, Shane, you become the GM. But if Shawn Michaels' superstar wins, then he becomes the permanent Raw general manager. I think this is a perfect thing. It may not be the best thing for yourself. You know, your superstar may lose. So make sure you pick a superstar that you have 100% confidence in. Because, like I said, if you lose, you will not be the Raw general manager. What do you say, Shane? I do like the idea, Triple H. Not going to lie at all. So I'll see Shawn in 3 weeks' time, where the winner becomes the Raw permanent general manager. So while you excuse me, Triple H, I'll let you get back to your duties. I got to go get some superstars that I believe will be able to win me back my Raw general manager job. And now Shane McMahon going to go ahead and leave right now. It seems like he's going to go to the back here, kind of decide who exactly he believes is going to be next to help him out win his Raw general manager duties back. As now Shane leaving, here comes Shawn Michaels, the current Raw general manager. It looks like he's going to talk to Triple H real quick. I just overheard what you said about what match we're going to be having, myself picking another superstar against Shane's superstar, and I also think it's a great idea, but are you not going to tell him what you plan on doing? I have a feeling what you're going to do is definitely going to mess up the family even more, Triple H, and I hate to see that for yourself and even Stephanie. Are we still going to go with that plan that you suggested? I got your text. Haven't been able to actually get back with you just yet, but it seems like everything's going into place if you're still willing to go with it, especially with that match at Clash at the Castle. Yes, everything's falling into place, Shawn, and once your superstar beats his superstar at Clash at the Castle, we'll get rid of all the McMahons. First I got rid of Vince, and now you'll be getting rid of Shane, and you'll be the permanent Raw general manager. I felt bad for Shane with getting rid of his dad. That's why I brought him in the first place and came up with the rumor saying that he wouldn't be here anymore. No matter who you pick for Clash of the Castle, I am guaranteeing you a win at Clash of the Castle, and you will be the permanent Raw general manager. So go pick a superstar to make it look like you're actually looking, but at the end of the night, you're going to be still the Raw general manager tonight, at the Clash of the Castle, and even after. So Shawn, you have nothing to worry about. So let's go get this done. Just like the good old days, Triple H, I absolutely love it. Sticking it to the McMahons. First Vince, and now Shane. It's going to be a shame once we put away the McMahons once and for all, I'm going to go find ourselves a superstar to put away Shane and his hand-picked superstar. I hope for the sake of Triple H and Shawn Michaels that Shane McMahon doesn't watch any of that stuff over of the Raw episode, because if Shane happens to watch it and happens to see what Triple H and Shawn just talked about, it's going to even escalate even more. But it seems like Shawn and Triple H, the degenerates that they are trying to take out another McMahon. First it was Vince naming Triple H the chairman of the board, Vince retiring, and now Shane, which Triple H told Shawn Michaels what all the plans were, but it just, holy crap. But at Clash of the Castle, ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Michaels is going to be picking a superstar. Shane McMahon is going to be picking a superstar. And from what Triple H is saying, he's basically going to help Shawn Michaels walk out, still the Raw general manager. So it's going to be very interesting, to say the least, for Clash at the Castle. But, well, we're going to try and put our focus back onto some wrestling now, particularly the women's division. And you're going to see Alexa Bliss making her way down to the ring, the #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship. She's bringing down Lily with her. She is a part of the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt will be defending his Universal Championship against Big E still, despite defeating Big E last week in that Universal Championship matchup, an Extreme Rules matchup, which was really good. Hell of a match. Big E honestly probably could have won that in certain spots, but ultimately, Bray Wyatt still your Universal Champion. And for the most part, when we've seen Big E and Bray Wyatt ever go off against each other, Big E has absolutely had his number. Big E in singles action is honestly one of the best here on the main roster. Only a handful of losses and a lot of big wins. Once we for sure get Big E's win-loss totals, I will definitely tell you everybody's, but we will, when we get there, we'll get there. But here we go, Alexa Bliss and Indi Hartwell. Referee ringing that bell. Both of these women gonna go to war here. Big opportunity for Indi Hartwell to represent the way tonight. This young woman trying to climb up the ranks here on Monday Night Raw. Candice LeRae is not here at the moment. She's dealing with some stuff, but she will definitely be back here on Monday Night Raw very, very soon. So kind of takes away Indi Hartwell and Candice LeRae from the women's tag team division at this very moment. But for Indi Hartwell, it gets her experience in singles action, and especially against one of the best women that we have here in all of WWE, that being Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, former Raw Women's Champion, former SmackDown Women's Champion as well. So for Alexa Bliss, she definitely has a list of accolades here on this roster. Oh, going for a spear into the corner, and Indi Hartwell makes her pay for it. Here we go, pinfall opportunity, looking to put away Alexa Bliss here. Strong kick out from Alexa. And obviously Alexa going to look to run through Indi Hartwell, gain some momentum, and take it with her to 3 weeks' time when that Raw Women's Championship is on the line. It's going to be a big night for the Wyatt family, potentially. Not only does Bray Wyatt get an opportunity to retain his championship, but Alexa Bliss could very well be walking out with the Raw Women's Championship. So a lot of big things coming our way. It's Alexa Bliss all fired up here. She needs to stay on Indi Hartwell. Oh my goodness, those slaps. You can definitely hear those from the cheap seats. I'm talking about the Way, actually. The Way will be challenging for those Raw Tag Team Championships, taking on Imperium in just 3 weeks' time. I cannot wait for that tag team match. It is going to be one hell of a matchup. Imperium going to be in a match where, you know, it's going to test them for sure. But Gunther is going to have them ready. Giovanna Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser, they'll be there for their man Gunther. Indi Hartwell beating living crap out of Alexa. Both of them need to get back in the ring. Referee had a 7, but thankfully both women back inside this ring. Imagine if Indi Hartwell can pull off a massive upset. That would definitely help her probably climb up some rankings here on Monday Night Raw. or at least have a good showing, at least if she were happen to lose. Obviously, you want to go ahead here and win every matchup, but if you were to lose, you know, I mean, there's no shame in the terms of you're being in the ring with one of the best women out there in WWE today. As she just kind of just walking all over Indi Hartwell. Ooh, right there in that left elbow, that left arm. That is not going to be feeling too good whatsoever. A strong kick out again there from Indi. Indi Hartwell's a tough competitor. She's not going to be easy to put away. And for Alexa Bliss, you cannot look over her whatsoever. As I'll look at this, Indi Hartwell just dragging the face of Alexa Bliss right on that mat. For sure, that is not going to be feeling too good. Still to come, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have a huge matchup. You're going to have the Icon Sting taking on the Universal Champion Bray Wyatt in a non-title matchup. That for sure is going to be a banger of a match. As Alexa Bliss doing the right thing, rolling out of the way here. Alexa Bliss able to counter that situation. Here comes Alexa. Uh-oh, look at the power, the strength. Ooh. Reverse slam taking down Indi Hartwell. Whenever I see those type of maneuvers, I don't know really what the point of those is. I don't really feel like it really does too much damage. In those situations, I feel like they should go for the power bomb or, you know, try to do something else in that situation. I mean, it might hurt them to an extent, but I don't feel like it gets as much damage as they really want it to be. Go for a clothesline. Alexa Bliss had her well scouted there in that situation, and just like that takes down Indi Hartwell. And look at Alexa Bliss just talking some major trash to Indi Hartwell while she's down and out. Little Miss Bliss, can she put away Indi Hartwell here? Oh my goodness. What clubbing blows there from Alexa Bliss. You can see all the bruises on the stomach there and also the face of Indi Hartwell. Here we go. Pinfall opportunity for Alexa. Will this be it? No. Strong kick out at one. And oh, look at Alexa Bliss just talking down to Indi Hartwell. Yeah, you hate to see it. As Alexa waiting for Indi Hartwell to get back up and just like that, spearing her to the outside. And Alexa Bliss doing the veteran maneuver, coming right after Indi Hartwell, not giving her any time whatsoever to recuperate. And that's what champions do, ladies and gentlemen. They stay on their opponent, don't let them breathe whatsoever or recuperate. As a DDT spiking her on her head. As that it for Alexa. 2, 3 it is. Alexa Bliss with an impressive victory tonight as she gets ready for the Raw Women's Championship coming up in 3 weeks' time. And hopefully for Bianca Belair, she's watching in the back or wherever she's at tonight. It is time for your co-main event of the evening. For the very first time ever here in WWE history, we have the Icon Sting taking on Bray Wyatt, the current Universal Champion. Bray Wyatt will be defending his championship against Big E in just 3 weeks' time against Big E. And Big E lost to Bray Wyatt last week in that Extreme Rules matchup. That was one hell of a match, man. Big E was close. Not close enough, though. The Icon Sting, ladies and gentlemen. He had a match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Fell up a bit short. But for Sting, he's looking to climb back up. He actually defeated Samoa Joe at the recent Raw pay-per-view. But we'll see how it fares for Sting. He got back in the win column and everything. But, you know, when you face going from Undertaker to Samoa Joe, that's definitely two different styles, with Samoa Joe being very hard-hitting. And we'll see where it's going to take Sting here in the near future. We haven't seen Samoa Joe since then. So I'll be very curious to see where we go in the near future with this. But Sting's got that baseball bat tonight if Bray Wyatt were to try to get freaky with him. We'll see how it fares tonight, though. Your co-main event of the evening. As now here comes your Universal Champion, Bray Wyatt. Last week we saw The Fiend, and now tonight, Bray Wyatt is back as himself. And you know, there's been a lot of questions where you think, hey, can Bray Wyatt do it without having that other personality come out of him? Does he always need to defend on The Fiend? And I say you don't have to, because Bray Wyatt has become the undisputed champion multiple times. Or not multiple times, I should say, but he's picked up big wins when he hasn't ever become The Fiend in matches. So I don't think Bray Wyatt needs to defend on that. I think there's times where he pulls it out when he feels like it's the best, and certainly he did that in last week's Extreme Rules Universal Championship match, and it worked out perfectly fine. So it's one of those things where you gotta believe it's what Bray Wyatt wants to do. It's ultimately up to him. Obviously, it's not like Big E gets to choose who he wants to, unless that were happen to be thrown out there. But we'll see if Big E will be watching this matchup as Bray Wyatt takes on Sting. Here we go. First time ever matchup. Big time banger of a matchup coming your way right here, right now. Oh, look at the strength and power of Bray Wyatt here. About to make it look very, very easy here. Look at the strength and power of this man. Bam! What a stalling suplex there from Bray. And for Bray Wyatt, you got to be very careful in these situations, man. You got obviously the icon Sting. He's not his young self, but he sure as heck can have banger matches still. As here we go, back suplex. Oh my goodness! And the hardest part of the ring as he hits him with a frog splash or a jumping splash, whatever you want to call it. Either way, very effective. Is now Bray Wyatt. This ain't good. Running power slam there to Sting. That is certainly not going to be feeling too good outside there. He's back in the ring we go. In his turn, Bray Wyatt's turn to inflict some more damage here. Let's look at Bray. He's taking his time. He's not in no rush. He's the Universal Champion. He has the whole world in his hands, and he's not afraid to take his time when he wants to. I'm really looking forward to Big E Bray Wyatt Universal Championship matchup. As springboard back elbow to the skull takes down Bray Wyatt. But you know, I think if some time is given at Clash of the Castle, that Universal Championship matchup very well could steal the show. I don't want to overhype the matchup, but you know, there's a lot of big time matches at Clash in the Castle on both sides of Raw and SmackDown. So if you want to stand out, that matchup very well could be one of the matches that definitely stand out in the terms of quality, brutality, strength, power, agility, everything. Blood, sweat, and tears. You're going to see it in that matchup. As a gut-wrench suplex there from Sting, showing off the strength and power. Going to take it to Bray Wyatt here again. It's now Sting again. Oh my goodness, look how easy it makes this look. Beautiful gut-wrench suplex. Is he going to go for it one more time? And Bray Wyatt's going to say, nope, not again. Sting trying to go to the well too many times, it seems. Big clothesline. Here comes Bray Wyatt, all fired up here. Off the rope. Back body drop. And Bray Wyatt not done. Going to go with a spine buster. For a minute, I thought maybe he'd go for the knee to the midsection of sorts, but Sting able to fight out of it, though. Oh, the mandible claw. The mandible claw. The mandible claw out of nowhere to Sting. Is that going to be enough to put away Sting? 1, 2. No, Sting kicks out at the very last second. I didn't think he was going to be able to get out of it, but he does. And now Sting. It's time for Sting to flip over Bray. And now bang, sharpshooter. Sharpshooter to Bray. Is this going to be it? Will Bray Wyatt have to tap out? Nowhere to go. He's so close. He might tap. He might tap out. But Bray Wyatt, he's able to push out of it. How much damage was done with the legs? Oh, flying cross body. Turning Sting inside out. And wait a minute, Sister Abigail out of nowhere. Done playing around with Sting. And that certainly has to be it. 2. No! Really? Certainly. How in the heck did Sting just kick out of that? Another pinfall opportunity. And another kick out. You can really sense the frustration brewing with Bray Wyatt as Sting. Wait a minute. Scorpion Death Drop. Is that it? Pinfall. Referee right there. Oh, but there's a rope break saving Bray Wyatt's life at that moment. And Sting saying, hey, come on now. Any other time you'd miss that. Bray Wyatt moving out of the way. Here comes Bray Wyatt. DDT spiking him on his head. What a match that we're witnessing here. As now, here comes Bray Wyatt. Big frog splash right to the ribs. And now another opportunity, another pinfall attempt. Will this be it? Yes, it is. Too much damage done to the ribs. It wasn't a Sister Abigail. It wasn't a Uranagi. It wasn't the Mandible Claw. But a big frog splash to the ribs puts away Sting tonight. Sting put up one hell of a fight. But in the end, Bray Wyatt still is... Well, I mean, this was a non-title matchup, but showing you why he is the Universal Champion. And anyone going to be able to defeat him, it's going to be one difficult thing to do. But Bray Wyatt, one hell of a superstar, one hell of an athlete. And we'll see how he fares against Big E in 3 weeks' time. And now we wait for the main event to get started. Gunther coming through the crowd, coming right after Seth frickin' Rollins, laying him out briefly. And now Gunther with the advantage early on here. We'll see if Gunther can put away Seth Rollins and become the new United States Champion. Gunther has been very desperate ever since losing his $1 Million Championship. As of late, he's gone through Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins once. And now this time when he faces Seth Rollins, it is for the United States Championship. And I guarantee you it is not going to be easy for Seth this time around once again. It's never easy here in WWE. If it was easy, none of these guys would be here. I guess you could also say everybody would be here if it was that easy. Strong kick out there from Gunther, but if you guys are just tuning in, we are just 3 weeks away from the big-time Clash at the Castle pay-per-view, co-branded pay-per-view of Raw and SmackDown. And as of right now, the United States Championship will be on the line, where we see Seth Rollins defending his United States Championship against Gunther, Austin Theory, and AJ Styles. But that match could be changing championships or champion holders tonight if Gunther were to defeat Seth Rollins here. Wait a minute. Gunther waiting for Rollins to get up to his feet. Uh-oh. Gonna go for a sleeper hold on Seth. Yep, sleeper hold on Seth Rollins. Will Seth Rollins have to tap out? This is not good, but Seth able to fight out of it early on. Didn't get too deep in on him, as now Gunther able to kick out of that 1 count out of Seth Rollins. Was able to get out of it briefly. And, oh, wait a minute. Gunther, brutal powerbomb. He holds onto it all the way on Rollins. 2. No, Seth kicks out. And Rollins roll on the ring trying to recuperate, but Gunther coming right out of him. Gunther wasn't able to hit that maneuver that he was trying to go for. Rollins able to hit his maneuver though. Rollins all fired up here, but he eats a drop kick. Both men going back and forth. Rollins is eating the biggest shot from Gunther. We'll see if Gunther can once again hit a big time maneuver. Maybe that'd be enough to put away Rollins. You never know. We could see a new United States Champion tonight. Uh-oh, Seth. Oh my goodness, Seth being powerbombed on the outside here. Even more damage inflicting on the outside here. Gunther doing anything that he can to make sure that Rollins is not going to be 100% and make it a lot easier for him to put away a man like Seth Rollins. That's Gunther just walking around, just feeling the environment, taking his time. Look at Gunther. He is just eating this up right now. Rollins barely moving at this moment. Cocky confidence being showed here from Gunther. And now he's going to eat a big forearm for taking his time on Rollins. And now Rollins might make him pay for karma. I didn't just making Gunther eat defeat essentially. Oh, big reversal from Rollins. Going for a clothesline, I believe. But Gunther a little bit fast in the exchange with Rollins now. But Gunther again. Oh no. Oh my goodness. What a clothesline, turning him inside out. And now Rollins busted open. And now Gunther looking to go high risk. Frog splash. Rollins is in trouble right now. Gunther has him in position. Oh no. Gunther. Release power. No. He's going to hold on to the powerbomb again. 2, 3. Gunther is your new United States champion. That is Gunther for you, ladies and gentlemen. This man decimated Rollins tonight. 2 power bombs, clotheslines, it didn't matter. Gunther didn't care what it was, ladies and gentlemen. But Gunther is your new United States champion and will be going into Clash at the Castle as your United States champion.